when you receive a flower remedy bottle, it comes in a purple box like this, and the bottle looks like this. So the box is very specially made to contain this kind of a glass bottle, and so in most cases it doesn't break or it arrives in good form. Now I recommend that you keep your flower remedy always inside this box, because this bottle is very fragile and you want to protect it. So it has this kind of box inside. Can you see? There's a stand right inside. So the stand at the bottom is holding the bottle in place very correctly. And there is another holder here which we call it as the tip holder. So this also holds the bottle. So bottle is held at two places, and so it is very safe to use this box and keep the bottle always inside. Whenever you carry it somewhere when you're traveling, you use this box and then you pack it like this. This is the correct way. And you can see that the bottle will not break. It's very safe like this, even if you drop it. You will receive this kind of two purple boxes with two remedies inside the box. And here now I am going to take out this bottle and show it to you. The bottles are numbered as number 1 and number 2. Now you must remember that you are going to take remedies from both the bottles simultaneously. So the prescription is standard in most cases, which is 3 drops 3 times a day from each bottle. The gap between the bottle number 1 and bottle number 2 can be 30 seconds also. Now here, this is how you open the bottle, and I will show you that there is a dropper inside. And with this dropper, you can count the exact drops. 3 drops 3 times a day directly over your tongue. However, if you cannot count the drops right in your mouth like this, I recommend that you can take about 1 tablespoon of water in a cup, then put the drops of this remedy right inside that water and then drink that water. That is also safer. But remember, you have to take from bottle number 1 and bottle number 2. So it will be 6 drops in all at one time. So the next question is, when should I take this? So the first thing in the morning as you wake up, take your remedies, and the last dose will be when you go to sleep. The third dose, which is in between, which can be around between 2 to 4 p.m., that will be very nice. So first, right early in the morning as you wake up, the last dose is just when you go to sleep. These 2 are fixed. And the third one between 2 to 4 p.m. in the evening will be very good to take the third dose. In case if you forget, then you come home in the evening, maybe take one at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock as you remember, and then the last one as you go to sleep. The gap between the 2 doses can be about 2 hours. Sometimes we recommend to take every 2 hours. So sometimes we recommend instead of 3 doses, 6 doses in some patients. At that time, you have to take 3 drops every 2 hours. So in a span of about 12 hours, you will complete your 6 doses. In acute situations, we ask you to take 9 drops of these remedies in 1 glass of drinking water. And then you take 1 sip of that water every 5 minutes, because it's acute situation and you want the results to be very fast. So every 5 minutes you just have to take a sip of that remedy which is diluted in water. Here I will show you how I'm doing it right now. So here I will show you how in acute situation we take about 9 drops of this remedy and put it in this 1 glass drinking water. And then you just take one sip of water every 5 minutes, like this. If possible, hold the water in your mouth for a few seconds and then swallow. In case this glass is not available but you have a water bottle of your drinking water, you can use that also and add the flower remedy inside that bottle, and you can carry it around also. In case of unconscious patients, we don't want to give them any drinking water, nothing by mouth. In that case, you can just put a few drops of remedy directly in the center of their palm, like 3 drops here, 3 drops here, 3 drops here also allowed, 3 drops here, 3 on the navi area. So also on the soles of the feet, also on the top of the head. This we do in case the patient is unconscious. Please don't give anything by mouth, but apply it locally. You can also put a few drops in the ear. Whichever part of the body is available, don't worry about it. Just keep putting the drops, about 8-10 drops. You can easily use on various points, and then you will see that within minutes, the results are seen. We have done the same thing in case of injured birds, animals. Same way, we just directly, use this on various points because we don't want to give it orally at that time. So I will quickly show you how I'm putting just the 1 drop in the center of the palm, like this, and then just rub it gently. Same way you do on various points on the body. I'm going to do right now on the center, like this. This is how you add on various parts of the body. When you take flower remedies, please don't expect any taste. These remedies are made in water-based. There is no alcohol in it. Once you open the bottle and start using the remedy, you should consume it within 3 months. But if it is sealed and not opened, it's okay up to 1 year. Also, these bottles are protected from any kinds of electromagnetic radiation or pollution. In general, still we recommend that you don't try and keep it near any electronic gadgets like a cell phone or right on the top of your television, or there's no need for refrigeration. Even if you are traveling and at the airport you have to go through X-ray machines, there is no problem. These remedies are stable in water, fully protected. When you take the flower remedies, you get the taste of water. There is no alcohol. There is no perfume, there is no smell, there is no material or chemical substance in it. It's pure water. If you add it in a water bottle and somebody takes it, that person also will not know about it, as there is no taste. So please remember, there is no smell, there is no taste. It's just water. Because all this is a bioenergy of flowers in the water. We have prepared this remedy with lot of care. Each formula are very unique. We recommend that you take the remedies directly from this bottle for optimum effect. If you further dilute it, we do not know which is the quality of water and what will be the effect. Therefore, we ideally recommend that you use this original bottle. Now I'm going to show how eye gel is used. So we don't apply this eye gel inside the eye, but we apply it around the eyes. For tired eyes, if there's a swelling around your eyes, if you are on the computer for long hours, or if you are, an artist and facing a lot of artificial lights all the time, which are very bright, and your eyes start closing, we say that brain fatigue is same as eye fatigue. So in such case, we tell people to apply this gel around their eye. This is an eye vitalizer gel. Again, the procedure will be very simple. Take a tissue paper or a cotton cloth or just cotton, wet it with the water, apply it around your eyes like this. You can see I have just wetted this area. Again, I have done it for both the eyes. So here the area is already wet. I just wait for only few seconds. I've taken the gel and you see how I'm applying just around my eye. And again, a very tiny quantity is required. This is how you spray it. It takes less than 10 seconds probably to just apply it around your eye. And this is something that you do every morning and every night before you go to sleep. This is also very good for students who are studying for exam. And then, of course, they get tired eyes. The effect usually is seen within minutes. The gel dries up very quickly and you don't need to wipe it off or do anything else about it. Now I'm going to talk about face vitalizer. This particular gel is very good for those who have to put on makeup for long hours. And once they remove the makeup, the skin wants to breathe. And at that time, this particular flower remedy, face vitalizer gel, is very good to allow the pores to open and start breathing. The method is very simple. Again, you take a wet tissue paper or wet cloth or your cotton and then just apply it around the whole face like this. Wet the whole face, your nose, upper lip, everything like this. Close your eyes and then as the face is all wet, immediately take a little bit of your face vitalizer gel, very tiny quantity. Just dab it like this everywhere and then just spread it very quickly. You don't need very large quantity because you have wetted the surface and the spreadability of the gel is very great, and within minutes you can see the difference in your facial skin. You start feeling very fresh. You feel the skin is breathing. And within 2 minutes or so, this will dry up. And then you can do whatever you like. So those who need to apply makeup quite routinely, I tell them to apply it before applying a makeup. And in the night when you remove the makeup, at that time, you again apply this as a rejuvenation program. But if you're not into makeup and every day still you want to, vitalize your facial skin, because of so much pollution that it is exposed to, then I recommend exactly the same process. And you will see over the years a wonderful anti-aging effect. Also, the wrinkles will be less. If you have some pigmentations, even they may become lighter. And you can see the skin color also brightening up. This is called as first aid kit that we have designed, and it contains a few products, so I'm going to go and explain you one by one what it is. So first of all, there is a leaflet inside which has complete instructions about how to use it. So now let me take out all these products and show you one by one what it contains. So this particular kit is very handy. It comes in a very neat packaging like this. This can be carried inside the aircraft also. The sizes are such that they are allowed. And also the bottles are plastic, so they cannot break easily, and it's a very convenient packaging. Here now this product that you see is called as Energy Booster, and you can open it like this, and you can see that this contains a little bit of a spray. So you just use it like this. So here the dose is very simple. You just need to press like this. That's your energy booster that you need to take during your journey or even otherwise when you feel very tired and you want to boost up your energy. Just take a dose in the mouth, just like this. The next product that is inside is called as Natural Deo Spray. Now this is a spray, and natural deo means you don't want the bad smell coming from your body. If you are tired, you have a lot of perspiration, and you're going for a party and you don't want to smell bad, at that time or any such time when you want to freshen up, you can use this. This is a water-based spray and we call it as Natural Deo Spray. So here there is no perfume, there is no smell. What it does is changes the environment of your own clothes, which has absorbed your perspiration in such a way so that the bad smell stops within minutes and the effect may remain for about few hours. So I'll show you how I use it. For example, I just want to use it underarms. You can see how I am using it for underarms. Wherever you feel the smell is coming from, you use it like this. You can use it for your smelly socks also. The next product in this kit is called as Comfort or a Pain Relief Oil. Now this is oil for the first time. This is now oil where we have added flower remedies. So the flower remedies which are helping with inflammation and pain, they are added to this oil, and this oil can be applied in the area of the body which is paining a lot. So if you have headache, you just take one drop and apply it right over here or here or here, or the painful parts of maybe temples, wherever there is pain, just take one drop and gently rub it. So I'll show you how I do it right now. So here there is a clip which is like a lock. So we need to remove this lock and then use this particular bottle, and only one drop will come or two like this. You can see 1 or 2 drops. This is the oil in my hand, and then I will gently apply on the painful parts of my body. So if you have, say, elbow, then you just want to apply on your elbow like this, gently. No need to do heavy massage or press, and within 2 or 3 minutes it dries up and the effect of the pain oil will start. And replace the lock once again so that the oil doesn't leak. Alright, so this is special packaging for oil. The next product in the kit is called as Travel Aid Remedy. Now this is a very nice large pack. This is for maybe entire family. 3 or 4 members are traveling together, and it is for traveling time. So the Travel Aid Remedy is a mixture of flower remedies that is going to help you while you are traveling. You may be tired, your sleep cycle is disturbed, your food is changed, your water is changed, maybe the place where you sleep is changed. So at that time, there's a lot more load on the system, and this travel aid keeps us centered and healthy. So we tell people to take 1 dose in the night and 1 dose in the morning. That's about 2 per person every day. So the large pack will really help family. I will show you how we can open the pack. Here it is. You can see this is how you open. And it's very easy because most of the time only 1 drop falls. Once you have opened the bottle, the best way to take the travel aid remedy is take a glass of water and then just add drops like this. And then the whole family can take 1 sip, or you can take it yourself also. Just for yourself, just take, you don't need to take such a large quantity, you can take even less quantity. And then same thing in the night. We have also 2 such jars of gel. One is the eye gel. Eye gel is to apply around the eye. You need to close your eye, wet the area of the eye like this. I will show you. You can take a paper napkin which is wet, or you can take a wet towel or a wet cotton. and then just apply it like this on your eye, like this, and then take away tiny quantity of gel, and then you just close your eye and then just spread it all over very quickly. Within a minute, this gel will dry up and you will feel the difference in your eye. This is for those who are working on the computer using eye a lot, or also students who are reading a lot. It's for them. You can apply it twice a day. Okay, and then there is one more gel which we call it as first aid gel. Now this is a aloe vera gel that has the flower remedies that are added in our first aid remedy. So anytime there is accident, bleeding, some shock, at that time we have to apply it on various parts of the body. So you can apply it, say, just right on the forehead, just like this, how I'm applying. Can you see? Apply. Or you can also apply in the center of the palm, like this. You can also apply around the wound, not exactly inside the wound, but around the wound. Suppose if you have a dental problem, some pain is there, you don't have to put it inside, but you can just apply it here, outside, like this, for dental issues. So the first aid is when nothing else is available. Before you reach to your particular doctor, you just use it like a first aid. The bleeding will stop immediately, the pain, there will be relief. So wherever there is pain or wherever there is some discomfort, at that time you use the first aid gel. So the last product in this kit, first aid kit, is called a cell phone radiation rectifier. Our cell phone are now integral part of our life. Almost 24/7 we have it with us, and it has an energy field created, we call it as electromagnetic pollution, which may be harmful for our health. So we use this particular device to reorganize the field created by the cell phone, so that when our body comes in contact with this field, it is safer. I will show you now exactly how to use this and on your cell phone. So this cell phone device is part of our Shakti Veda program, where we use these gadgets, but we would like to use them safely. So now I'm going to show you how this device is to be put on this cell phone. Now you can see this first aid kit, you can see this cell phone device, and I'm going to remove it and stick it here right on the cover of my cell phone. And this device is good for 2 years. You can see this. If you change your cell phone, you can take it out and put it on another new cell phone. Although I put it on the cover, you can stick it directly on the cell phone also. Both are fine. One of the most common questions that we are asked is, can I take more than one flower remedy, or can I take more than one bottle of various formulae? So here I'm going to show you the flower remedy formula bottles. So for example, this is the formula for fearfulness and nervousness, and this is the formula for bedwetting in children. So if your child has fears in the mind, you want to give this, but also bedwetting is associated with fears in the mind. So these two formulae can be given together. So apart from this, if you find that the child is not having confidence, maybe you want to pick up another formula and give 3 formula at a time. So it's not a problem to combine more than one essence, either individual flowers or also various formulations like this. I recommend maybe up to 5 or 6 bottles would be a good idea. And after that, it is not necessary that you take so many formula, because this may usually solve your problem. Or sometimes what we do is that you start with 1 or 2 or 3, experience the benefit, remove 1, add 1, and you can continue your journey like this. You know that each of these bottles last for about 18 to 20 days or even 21 days. If you take it 3 drops 3 times a day. But what if you are taking it just twice a day or once a day? It may last longer. But depending on how you are using, you can change it to a new formula as and when you think it is necessary. Right in the beginning, many of my patients wanted to start with just one flower, like for example, just the lotus flower, or just the ashok, or just the swallowwort, or just bougainvillea. And then for 21 days, they take it, they write their notes. It's more in the line of journal writing and how they experience the healing power of each individual flower. So that is also a correct way. Those who want to experience the healing power of one single flower, they can start like that also. Then as you go along, you may add more flowers, or you also may remove one flower and a completely new flower is introduced. Both are okay. And exactly the same way you do for various formulae. When you find that one formula has done the good job and you don't need it anymore, you can certainly stop it. There's absolutely no problem. As you know that these flower remedies never make you dependent. You are never addicted to these remedies. Therefore, you can remove it and take the new one also. You can also give a gap if necessary. When we do sometimes a detox in the system, then people feel overwhelmed by a very chain of reactions that may happen in your body about your body detoxing. Sometimes there's a strong detox at the emotional level, maybe from the subconscious memories. At that time, I recommend that you can take a gap of 1 or 2 days till you feel settled, and then take the next dose in about 2 or 3 days time. So that also is all right. Sometimes you have doubt in your mind that maybe I am not feeling comfortable, and is it because of the remedy? Mostly the remedies are safe to use. They do not cause any side effects or aggravations of symptoms. But just to satisfy your mind, you may take a break, wait and watch. If your symptoms do not improve or worsen, or you have doubt about it, just take a break, watch and then return to it. This is exactly the correct way to take the remedies. The question is, how do I choose which remedy will suit me? So this is the question that is very commonly asked. Many of you visit our website, read all the content. You read the description that is given under each of the flower remedies. Either it can be individual flowers or gem elixirs, or also you may be reading information about various formulae. Now, the description is very precise, and if you think that any of these remedies are suitable to you, you can certainly choose and take it. Sometimes you cannot choose because there are so many different remedies that come in your mind, and you are not able to choose which one should I take. There's anxiety, there's depression, there's negative thinking, there's confidence, there's fearfulness and nervousness. Oh my goodness, how many can I take? So in that case, I usually recommend that you can choose by what is your current situation. If you are at the moment feeling lack of confidence as the first and the foremost symptom, then begin with that formula. And as you go along, when you finished one round of your remedy, you will see that other set of your symptoms come on the surface. So maybe the lack of confidence now gets replaced by fearfulness and nervousness as the second layer. The whole thing happens like how you open the onion, and layer by layer you can see various emotions are revealed to you, and then you can start addressing them with the help of various flower remedies and formulae. So as you see, you take, and as you take the remedy, that particular issue is resolved and something deeper comes up. There are incidences where issues as far as intrauterine life. That's something that's happened when you were baby in your mother's womb, and what your mother, has gone through, and what emotions she has absorbed. Even those are now recorded in your system, and those can surface. And then you want to take a remedy that addresses exactly this emotional issues. So take them as you need them. There is no precise order in which you want to take it, but there is always somewhere within you, your own intuition will guide you, which you need the most. And when you take exactly the right remedy, you will see the magic starts happening drop by drop with the first dose itself. There are people who will immediately feel, as soon as the first few drops of the remedies are right on their tongue, within minutes, there's a complete change in their mental and emotional setup. They can feel it. If you're fearful, you're getting palpitations, panic attacks, you take the remedy, and in about 3 to 4 minutes, you will see the palpitation disappears. There's something that within tells you that something is right now. Something is corrected. You feel aligned, you feel centered, and the inner doctor gets activated, and you start feeling very balanced, and the healing process starts from the very moment the drops have touched your tongue. So, in case, apart from all these things, you might have many physical symptoms, diseases, you might be taking a lot of medication, or you have a very complicated case. In that case, I recommend that you do not do any self-medication. It is better that you meet a proper flower remedy practitioners, someone who has the knowledge of the integrated system of healing, or we call it as holistic healing, someone who understands your case in greater depth, someone who understands your history, your past, your present medications, your disease condition. Perhaps you have some autoimmune diseases, someone who understands about your blood reports, and someone who understands when to take the supports away or when not to take them away. All this is very important. So I always know one thing, there is no one single approach. There is no extreme, but has to go through a very safe middle path. While you're taking all the other remedies like allopathic or homeopathic or Ayurvedic, flower remedies can be gently added. Once you add them after a few months, as your health improves, you will see that your dependency on other medication goes away. And this work is done by a proper medical doctor who is also trained in allopathic, maybe homeopathic, and also flower remedies. So leave it to the experts. But apart from that, you can choose remedies quite easily for very simple conditions, as I mentioned earlier. Apart from that, I'm also asked about animals, pets. Now, pets have very interesting use of flower remedies. They don't have very complicated mind or emotions. They're very transparent. And because of that, they don't have many layers to heal, and they respond the fastest, even faster than human beings. So the pet owners usually know a very good history about their behavior or about their condition. So they are also able to choose appropriate flower remedies from a pet series. So for example, there is a jealousy among pet. You have an older pet in your house and you brought recently a younger one. And then there is a jealousy and fight and damage and injury. You quite simply know that this remedy that's going to help both of them is called as jealousy formula. So like that, you can certainly choose for your pets also. But as I mentioned before, some pets are very ill. Maybe they have a kidney disease or a skin disease, or maybe, they have some other condition that you are not going to understand. Better to, talk to your vet, take the help of those who are veterinarian and also know about flower remedies. So in that case, they are able to choose the remedies for your pet animal much better than you yourself. Also, how to use, how long to use is also a special science. in pet animals, we don't need to use remedies for very long. For example, if there is a festival time and there are going to be lots of firecrackers and this kind of noise and sound, the noise and the lights become very stressful for the pet animals in the house, and they are very fearful, they are hiding somewhere in the corner. Then in that case, quite easy that before even the festival days arrive, you start giving the remedy to your pet ahead of time, and you will see that they will pass through the festival without getting affected. And that's exactly how it is used. Once the festival is over, you can stop the remedy. So this is very simple and easy to select. And you don't need it for a very long time. Once the purpose is over, you stop the remedy. How you can give it to your pet animals? That is also another question that I've asked. The pet animals open their mouth and then you put drops directly. If that's a bit cumbersome, and sometimes they bite the glass stick, you don't want to do that, then you put it in their water, drinking water. And there is no taste because these are water-based remedies. They will drink it up. Even that is not possible, then put it directly in the food that they are eating, because the remedies don't get disturbed by the food or by the water at all. You can give it like this also. Sometimes you give it as a local spray. You can also spray it in their mouth. You can also spray it on the skin. You can spray on the paws also, or on the forehead. All these are also possible ways in which you can give remedies to your pet. If they don't like water, then once in a while we do give in the sugar tablets. That also is possible if they want to take it like that. Remember, as I said, that they respond very quickly, even sometimes with 1 dose, 2 dose, 3 dose. So watch very well how long you want to give it to them. Sometimes even just a week or just 4-5 days also is enough for them, because they overcome the problem very fast. If your pet is abandoned, injured, or a stray and has gone through some hardships or no food, then they are in very bad condition. At that time, you want to give them shock and first aid remedy, and you can also give them something for their immunity, or something to improve their appetite, or to put on weight, or improve their skin condition if they are suffering from various skin issues. So this is how the flower remedies are given to pet animals. The question that is often asked us about difference between Bach flower remedies and Indian flower remedies. People often think that these are Bach flower remedies. No, these are not Bach flower remedies. Bach flower remedies were made by Dr. Edward Bach in England in 1930s. They are famous all over the world as Bach flower remedies, which are a collection of 38 different flower remedies. Now, one of the flower remedy in that is not actually a flower remedy, but it is rock water. But anyway, the whole set is of 38 flowers. They are made from the flowers growing in the English countryside. And now, Indian flower remedies are not Bach flower remedies. The flowers that are used in making the Indian flower remedies are the ones that are growing in India. They are different. They are different names, and they have different healing qualities. For example, ashok, swallowwort, lotus, bougainvillea, or chamomile, impatient. These are not there as Bach flower system. These are there in the Indian flower remedies. So what we have done in last 40 years, we've researched some of our own Indian flowers for its healing quality and have now classified them and have made various formulae and are using it on our patients. However, they are on the same line as Bach flower remedies, where there is no material transfer, but it is only the etheric energy transfer. Just like in the Bach flower, you only have water. Here also in Indian flower, we have only water. There are 3 most important differences between Bach flower system and Indian flower remedies. Number 1, as I mentioned, Bach flowers has English flowers, whereas Indian flowers have flowers growing in our own country. Number 2, Bach flowers have 2 methods of making the flower remedy. One is cutting method, where they put the flowers in a glass bowl on the spring water and float it and expose it to sunlight. Whereas in Indian flower remedies, we do not cut any flowers. The flowers are on the plant, on the tree itself, and we only take the living energy of the flower in water. So now the difference number 2 is here the cutting method. Here there is no cutting method. Sometimes in the Bach flower remedies, some flowers are also put in the boiling hot water. So here we do not do like that in Indian flowers. And number 3 is that Bach flower remedies are having preservative like brandy. Alcohol is used there. Whereas in Indian flower remedies, we do not use any such preservative. We allow water only to hold the energy of the flower, and only water, nothing else. There are no preservatives. So these are the basic differences between Bach flower remedy system and Indian flower remedy system. Okay, the question that is frequently asked is, what will I feel when I take the flower remedy? Or how will I feel better when I take flower remedy? So right at the beginning, let me answer this question one way. There is no predictable answer that this is how exactly you will feel when you take this flower remedy, because the response differs from person to person. However, what is possible that I will tell you, as over the years, I have seen what one can feel. Right in the beginning, as you take the first dose, you will see that your breathing changes. You feel suddenly something happens in your mind. Or sometimes you will have a little bit of, gas passed because there's a movement in the system. You start feeling lighter. You feel mentally clear. This is possible. But this is, just as one dose is taken. If you have pain somewhere in your body, the pain will lessen. You will feel a reversal starts. But it's not necessary that every person who takes the first dose will feel exactly the same. But many people do notice. They will have a deep breathing like this. They will say that I'm feeling so much better. They feel relieved. They feel, facial expression changing. Suddenly, the face becomes more relaxed. It's never the same, not so tensed and relaxed and smiling, laughing sometime in just few minutes. All this happens as you feel much lighter within your system. But as you take this remedy, over a period of few days and few weeks, you will notice various benefits of the flower remedies, like mentally becoming much more stable, focused, positive, very calm, serene, getting less affected by the external situation, knowing your path in life, having a very, clear thought, having better self-control, having a very powerful inner strength that, just keeps getting added day by day. And you will feel the things don't affect me anymore, or don't affect me so much. Or if they do affect, I recover very fast. So you can see that gradually your inner strength improves. And I call it as the soul power, because every flower remedy is right touching your soul, and you gather this as the power of your own soul. Over the period of time, whatever you have received by using the flower remedy always remains with you, because it is pretty much like when you have an empty glass and you start putting water in it till it gets completely filled, that water remains in it. And whatever, even if you've taken remedies for few weeks or few months, whatever benefit you have received with the flower remedy will remain with you. It's not that it will wear off or something. It will remain with you. Whatever it has offered you, whatever learning it has offered you, it will remain with you. Because every flower remedy is nothing but the message of that particular flower, and it makes us learn something. It's a thought from the flower It's the emotional healing from the flower. When you take it, you always transform. The transformation can't be just physical. It will always be mental, emotional, and physical. You see it that across the board you are benefited, your immune system improves, your energy levels improve, your ability to become positive and looking forward to good things in life, being more hopeful, all this also improves. If there is a detox that happens along with these remedies, you will see that with each detox, like for example, more urination, more frequency of stools, more perspiration, you releasing some bad smell, all this happens for a while and then you feel lighter, more healthy. You also may experience some healthy weight loss. You may find better control over your food. Your choices become better in life. One of the most important things that you will start feeling is the love for the self, honoring your own self, respecting your body, and then choosing the right food, right lifestyle, right mental and emotional food, and correcting your relationships, selecting the right kind of job, and conserving and preserving yourself and loving yourself very deeply. So this is what the flower remedies do. It's not just about physical benefits or a short-term emotional benefits, but it's about the transforming your very being, your entire life, so that you can also celebrate your incarnation on this planet exactly the same way as all other sentient beings on this planet. Why Indian flowers? Because we are Indians. The flowers have 5 elements as their fundamental building block. And so we are as well. We are also made up of the 5 elements. So the 5 elements are earth, water, fire, air, and ether, or we call it as Akash Tattva. So this Pancha Mahabhut, or 5 elements, also make up the nature and what is there in nature. Now I breathe a particular kind of air, and the same air is also there in the environment where these flowers are growing. So we have a very strong relationship with what is growing around us, more so even if it is within 200 kilometers. But never the mind, the flowers have gone through the same seasons, summer and winter and monsoon, as my body. So they absorb the information, retain and transform from the 5 elements in the similar fashion as my body does. And therefore, that which is growing near me, around me, in the same soil condition, same air, same water, same weather condition, may have a counterpart and a relationship with my body. And I might have problems which they can address. So for example, in the summertime, when summer is very harsh, the sunlight is very strong, and we are sweating a lot, and the inner fire and the outer fire is raging. At that time, if I want to feel balanced, my body will surely try with its own resources. But what? I'm made up of the same stuff as the nature is. As I am part of nature, I am nature. My condition may also have a counterpart in nature. Somewhere, some tree has sorted it out how to survive in the strong sun. That particular flower or tree has the genetic knowledge or information to absorb the strong sunlight and yet thrive, survive. How about me taking a flower remedy from the same particular tree and helping me to put up with the strong sun and the summer? So the flowers growing in our own area, in our own surrounding, will surely have answer for our problem. I always feel that nature is very kind. The divine has blessings for us. If we are ill, our answer to get better is not very far. It's in our surrounding. If we had the sensitivity to walk around, look, connect, with nature, surely the gift of healing will be received. And that's how exactly I inspire people to use Indian flower remedies. Indians across the globe also have some similar genetic information, and maybe they will have certain issues that can be addressed by Indian flower remedies. So I inspire people also to connect back to your roots through these Indian flowers and try the healing power. So the question that is often asked is that I am taking prescription medicine, and what should I do with that? So most important, you have been taking prescription medicine for a long time or maybe recently. Please don't stop them. It's more like, support system. You've been given these remedies by your qualified medical doctor, and you should continue because your body might be very used to it for a long time. When we give flower remedies, it's going to take some time to build up all over again your foundation. So gradually, as we build up your mental and emotional and physical body, you slowly, with the help of your own doctor, can reduce the medication over a period of time. So wait, don't be in a hurry. The most important part, as you take this prescription medication, there is absolutely no problem of drug interaction or any other side effects when you take flower remedies. So you can take both of them together. There is no problem. There is no need to keep any major gap or something. You can take it with a small gap of maybe few minutes between those two medications, and just take them, as flower remedies are just remedies. They are water-based. They don't even have any chemicals or material substance. They are just energy remedies. You can call them as vibrational medicine. So you take them along with even your other prescription medication. Also, if you're used to taking any vitamins or Ayurvedic or any herbal medicines or homeopathic. But as I said, the flower remedies will always work at the highest, deepest level within your own system and will start doing the work. And once it starts doing the work, it, over a period of time, will help you to reduce your other medication. The question that is asked is, are there any steroids in the system? Are there any steroids in this bottle? Are you adding any chemicals or anything that is giving quick relief or hormones? No. As I mentioned, these are energy-based remedies. It's just the water and bioenergies of various flowers. There's absolutely no hormones, no steroids, nothing in it that you can detect even in your laboratory test. The effect, of course, at times is so quick that you may doubt that this has steroids or something, but it does not. And it does not make you dependent. It has no side effects. Steroids are the medications that puts your system under suppression, makes you dependent, and has a lot of side effects. These remedies actually never do such thing. Either it works or it doesn't work, but it never harms. Does the flower remedy have any side effects at all? So say initially the first issue, I'm allergic to such and such flower. Can I take this flower remedy? So you might be allergic because of certain pollen or certain chemicals that are found inside the flower, and then you respond to it. Or maybe certain flowers are sprayed with any chemicals or pesticides, and you might be allergic because of that. However, when we make flower remedies, we make from the best wild flowers which has no chemicals. We do not cut any flowers. Only the healing energy is taken in water. So actually you can still take the flower remedy of the flower that you might have thought or are already knowing that you are allergic to. In fact, there is a better possibility that as you take the flower remedies, your original allergy of that particular flower may actually go away. Because here, allergy means your body identifying of that particular substance as not friendly. And so you gear up to attack and create allergic reaction. When you take the flower remedy at the soul level, there is information that is installed saying that this is the flower message. And once that information is installed as a friend, your immune system does not react to that particular flower and does not produce any allergy. So it is about identifying the self and non-self, and now reorganizing your system to identify that as friendly, and therefore there is no allergic reaction. Now the second part of this, the flower remedies have no side effects. It is pretty much like key and lock mechanism. If I am sad and I am depressed, and if I need Ashoka flower, my body will accept it and then I will get healing. But if I am joyful, happy, positive, and then if I take Ashoka flower remedy, my body says, oh, I don't need it, I'm already joyful. The flower remedy, though taken, will just pass off. Your body will not accept it, and since it's not required. So there are no side effects and there are no effects if you don't need it. If you need it, there are effects, but there are no side effects because it works magically like key and lock mechanism. It works because body needs it and the work is done. We have no concept of effect and side effects. Honestly speaking, this concept comes from the chemical medicines because they want to have a effect and there are other ingredients that may be causing other effects which are completely ignored or not taken into account. But very much they are there. And you label them as side effects, but actually they are effects. They are only effects of the medicine. But since the flower remedies are very wholesome and are energy based, there are only effects and body accepts it if body needs it. Whereas chemical medicines, when they are taken, it has effects and it has all other effects or untoward effects or side effects. You take something to lower your blood pressure and then there is maybe cough or there is irritation or there is water retention. So all these, come along as a gift. So they are all effects. And it is actually causing the suppression of symptom, not treating the cause, and you are under a false impression that you are better or you are all right. But you're not all right. You're only treating a symptom of a disease process that's going on, inside your body. So it's a very short-term approach. It's how it's going to help your system in the long term, we do not know. The best way to treat any disease is to remove the cause. Once the cause is addressed, the disease heals completely. We have to listen to our body. Every symptom of a disease is a cry for help. We have to listen, pay attention, look for the original reason, original story, and make the correction over there. And that's exactly where the flower remedies are working at the foundation of anything that has gone wrong in your own system. Once that happens, you have effect, and that's it. You are done, it's reversed, and you're never dependent because it has removed the cause from the root itself. So the question that is frequently asked is, what about overdose? Or what about underdose or something like that? So here, these are energy-based remedies. We call it as frequency-based. So if you take a remedy, it is not quantity that counts. It is the frequency that counts. If I take 3 drops of a flower remedy at a time, or if I take 30 drops of a flower remedy at one time, effect is exactly the same. Because it is not quantum-based. It is the frequency or the energy-based remedy. Therefore, if I decide 3 drops 3 times a day, effect is the same as 10 drops 3 times a day. Now, there is no question of overdose because it is pretty much like you have a glass empty right in the beginning, then you start filling it up with water, and at a particular point when you see that the glass is full and then you keep pouring water, Now water just spills out. So this is when a learning has completely happened. Even if you continue to take that particular flower remedy, there is no more acceptance by your own body. Somewhere within your own body, intuitively, you will know that you have taken the full benefit of this particular remedy and you don't need it anymore. So my patients sometimes laugh and come and tell me, oh, I forgot my bottle at home. Probably I didn't need it. Or for 2 weeks I didn't take it, nothing happened, and I think I don't need it anymore. So that's the correct way. Your body tells you. And if your body needs it, your mind or emotions need it, you will remember to take it. So after taking for a few weeks or a few months, patients come and tell me that I do have the bottle, I have not taken it because I feel so well, completely well, and now I don't need it anymore. So this is not now anymore overdose. But even if you continue to take it when you don't need it, your body will not accept the vibrations. So there is no overdose. In the case of underdose, as I said, that your body will tell you that you need it. You need it. From time to time, you'll get the message, let me keep the bottle. Your symptoms will tell you that you need a dose of the remedy. So then take it. Take it as long as you need it. And listening to your body. Listen to the various signs and symptoms that your body is communicating with you. Accordingly, you decide you need the remedy or not. And then take it. Is there any guarantee that the flower remedy will surely work? No, there is no guarantee. As I said before, the results vary from person to person and we cannot give any guarantee. We do not even know if the right remedy was chosen. We do not know if the person's healing capacity was stimulated enough. If sometimes, the person is very sick, has taken a lot of medication, his own inner doctor or healing capacity is not working, we do not know whether it will work or it will not work. So obviously, as we always say, that we are not God and we cannot give any guarantee. However, we can try. We can try. Our understanding of many years do tell us that the flower remedies do work in so many of our patients. But it may work maybe 10%, 20% or 100% depending on each individual. But it does have wonderful benefits and it's absolutely worth trying. The reason why I said that the effect can vary from person to person and sometimes we feel that there is almost no change or no effect because beyond a point, there comes a time in life when you may have to make transition or you may have a certain reason for the symptoms to be there. Maybe we have not addressed the very root cause of it. Maybe there is a karmic link along with this so that the person has to go through certain disease. There is a possibility that we may not see results and we gracefully accept it, or there is something for us to learn about a disease or a patient or a condition which is completely new. And at such times we are constantly thriving, we are constantly learning, reading, trying to understand more. In fact, my learning over the years is that flowers work. Maybe we human beings have much to learn and maybe we are the one who may be failing, but not the flowers. Question is, does flower remedy also work for physical conditions? So let me answer this clearly. For more than 80 years, people thought that flower remedies are for mental and emotional symptoms because in the Bach flower system, only these are described. Rarely there is any mention of any physical benefit. But over last 40 years, as we used flower remedies a lot more, we have seen that it also has influence on the physical body. So there are ways to explain this. Now, most important one is that we are one unit, holistic. That is, mind, emotions and body are actually one. So two sides of the coin, one side is maybe physical and the other side is mental, emotional. but they are very deeply linked. So if you help mind and emotions, your body, physical body, has to respond. And every disease has not just the physical component, but also emotional and mental component. Therefore, when you use flower remedies, obviously the physical conditions also start improving. So, because we are medical doctors, particularly allopathic medical doctors, over the years we had opportunity to treat all kinds of diagnoses, all kinds of diseases that people came with. We did not have any experience of treating them prior to getting a patient, but we said we will try. We never claimed that we can cure any physical illness or anything like that, but we can try. So we got opportunity to treat all kinds of diagnoses, difficult conditions, and we saw that even the conditions over there in the physical body also improved completely. So when your mind and emotions get into alignment, your inner doctor gets activated and your own soul's healing energy starts healing your own physical body. And therefore, I would like to say that flower remedies should be also given to patients who have physical conditions, as you may see some improvement over there as well. The question asked is, what if I don't see any changes while taking the flower remedies? So that happens as well. I have observed some of the patients that have reported no change at all, nothing. So here, three things can happen. Number one, maybe the remedy that was selected was not the right one. Number two, maybe the person has a very serious condition where even a little dose of remedy does not show any improvement. And number three, the mental blocks that somebody feels, or has no faith and is very negative and does not believe that, anything can help. The person feels very hopeless. Such people we see that, the results are not seen. Somebody has forced them to take the medicine against their wish, and then they will say that I have no change. Or people who are very bitter, negative about life, they also say that I have seen no improvement at all. So these three different conditions, I see that there is a possibility that no change is observed. So if it is number one, where wrong remedy was selected, we usually take about 12 weeks time to know a patient better. There are so many secrets that, a patient may not have told anyone and is not willing to, even tell it to doctor, is very afraid, insecure, is hiding information. There's a possibility that me as a doctor can make a mistake and may not select the right remedy. So over a period of about 12 weeks, as I create trust and confidence in my patient, and I get deeper history, the real history, then I may be able to select better flower remedies, and then the results are even more accurate. Then, as I said, that the patient's condition is very bad, and he has maybe taken a lot of allopathic or other systems of medicine, a lot of chemicals, toxins, a lot of sluggishness in the system, and here the flower remedies are not showing any results at all. Or karmically, it's a very heavy condition or a genetic disease. In such cases, we see no results, and we need to work even harder for such patient. And in number three, as the patient is very negative, does not have any faith, has been forced by other people to take the remedy, this one are also very difficult. We do not know, maybe we can try some remedies to open up their mind, to feel positive, to feel lighter, to feel, optimistic, and then maybe flower remedies work. Sometimes the patients, who are undergoing drug addiction or alcohol addiction, they don't want to come to the doctor, and their relatives are giving them remedies in their water or in their food, and they do not know anything about it. And in such a situation, will remedies work? Yes, they will work. Even if the person is not knowing about it, remedies work. So Obviously, the effect depends from person to person and from situation to situation. But there are chances that remedies cannot work in some of the patients. So we have to keep trying again and again. The question, the question that is asked is, what if the patient's condition is very serious? Yes, we understand the patient's condition is very serious. We make patients' relatives and patient, if possible, aware about it. There are times when maybe death is coming very soon and there is absolutely no hope of, recovering or reversing the disease. But we do not see death as an end of life itself. It's only changing from one life to another life, and the eternal soul continues to be always there. In such conditions, we want to help patient to make his transition very smooth, comfortable, as far as possible, much more peaceful. So there are flower remedies that can be given when the patient's condition is very serious, just to make his transition very comfortable. Serious patients also, the flower remedies should be given till the last day, last moment of his life, because flowers are reaching to the soul of the person, and it's worth it, whatever is carried with the person into the next lifetime. All the learnings from the flowers are still worth giving, and I have always given, even in the dying patients, in their last hours, the flower remedies, and it has made their passing on very peaceful. Do I need to meditate while taking the flower remedies? No, you don't have to meditate or be in a special mental or emotional state. However, I usually say the first dose is taken in the morning as you wake up, because this is the time when your consciousness is very clear, it's very receptive to take a new remedy or vibration or energy. Also, same thing when you go to sleep, is the last thing when you fall asleep. That's the time you are very receptive to receive the healing energy of the flower. So you are basically more focused, calm, being aware, mindful while taking the remedy will help. Yes, if you do not know how to meditate, that's fine too. Just being aware of taking the drops on your tongue and be ready to receive the energy of the flowers in a very welcoming way will help. Another question that is asked, that do I need to practice a certain diet or do certain exercise or something? No, we do not ask you to change your diet unless there are some gross mistakes in your diet. And that too we do not do right away. What we are interested in is to create a mental and emotional state within you so that you start choosing better. You start loving yourself and you start understanding about what is a beneficial diet for me, what suits me, what doesn't suit me. You love your own body and you will not put garbage in it once your mental and emotional state improves. So you choose much better diet as the time goes. And the same happens also for your exercise. As you love your body and you honor your body as the temple, you learn to do exercise exactly as it suits your own body and brings good health to you. The question that is asked often is, how do I store my flower remedies? Do I put it in refrigerator or what do I do? So I said, just store it in a cool, dark place where it is safe. It's a glass bottle. You want to keep it inside the box. It's a fragile bottle. You don't want it to fall on the ground and break. So yes, those precautions you should take. Put it in the box where it remains safe. Secondly, you should not put it very close to electromagnetic gadgets. Although the remedy are protected from the effects of such electromagnetic radiations and fields that it comes in contact with. But in general, if you can follow, do try and follow that. Don't keep it next to electromagnetic gadgets for longer time. The third thing is that do I store it near strong smelling aromatherapy oils or something like that. I said, there is absolutely no problem where you store it. It's not going to get affected by the strong perfume or smell. So you can safely keep it along with your aromatherapy oil bottles also. So the question that is often asked is that, are there any research papers or are there any journals which has got any articles on this flower remedies, any scientific work done, or any double-blind studies are done? So my answer is no, not yet, because we see that there are no two human beings who are exactly the same. These remedies cannot be done in that fashion, researched in that fashion. However, maybe in near future, we are seeing that some research work will be done on some of the standard flower remedies about some of the mental and emotional symptoms. It is not exactly done in the double-blind fashion, but we will see. But right now, whatever data is available is all anecdotal, individual experiences, and we are not claiming to be evidence-based science at the moment. But as the time goes, more and more such data will be available as researchers across the globe will take it up. And then we will be able to say that certain flower remedies are good for certain mental, emotional, and physical symptoms. Yeah, how does just the water work, as there's nothing like active ingredients or content or a chemical in it? So as we mentioned, water is only used as the storage medium for the bioenergy of the flowers. We are physical being and we are also energy being. So my energy field and the energy field of the flowers have something to do together. My mind and my emotions are in my energy fields, and the flower's energy also has the thoughts and emotions. So when I take the energy of the flower, it's going to work in the energy counterpart of me. This is the mechanism. We do not have any blood reports, any chemicals to detect inside the blood, any active ingredients, neither in the bottle nor in the body. However, when patients take flower remedies, we do see their blood numbers, various parameters do improve. That is saying about the effect of the flower remedies. So if you want to learn about flower remedies, we have a level 1 course which is online. It's a wonderful course for those who are beginning to just get basic knowledge about flower remedies in general. So I highly recommend that you take this course, register online. It is for anybody, anyone who wants to learn about flower remedies. You listen to every lecture in that particular series and learn about every aspects, the foundation of flower remedies. Once you learn it, then you start taking some of the remedies yourself, experience the healing power within you, and understand what a flower remedy does. Then you start giving it to your family, friends, neighbors, every one of them, as you take their case history and give them the remedies and gather your experience and improve your knowledge and confidence about flower remedies. This is how exactly I did it initially when I started my journey 40 years ago. And over the years, I have gathered so much of knowledge and confidence about how powerful the flowers are and how we should experience the healing power of flowers even in our own life and improve our own life right here on this planet and celebrate it here. Yes, when you go back to your traditional medical doctor, there is a chance that he may say, oh, don't take flowers. Maybe you have allergy, maybe you have asthma, don't take flowers. Or you may have some side effects. It's not scientific, no one has researched it, nobody knows about it. Yes, I understand, because they do not know. Maybe they haven't seen the Flower Shakti film. Maybe they haven't talked to us, haven't seen any of our videos. So they do not know exactly what flower remedies are. And so it's unfortunate that they shouldn't be commenting or discouraging somebody else to take it. You always answer after you have learnt about the subject. But unfortunate that they do not know about the subject and yet they comment. I recommend that they educate themselves and then they comment. The ideal answer would be that I do not know much about it. Please go and find out, and then you make your informed choice. That would be a better advice to your patient rather than just discouraging them or commenting or saying that you don't try. We do not make any claim about curing, we do not give any guarantee, but we do explain the whole science the way it is, and we inspire you to try. And that's the correct way to move forward. Over the years, we have treated hundreds and thousands of patients with so many different diseases. Their stories are living example of how the flower remedies work. And so we are collecting them, putting them together in testimonials in the film. We are teaching other doctors about it, and they are also getting results. So many of our veterinarian doctors are getting results in their pet animals. So we just have to keep gathering this data and move forward. And there is no harm in these remedies, so why not give it a try? Flower Shakti film is a full-length feature film about the healing power of Indian flowers. It is the journey of two medical doctors. That's myself, Dr. Rupa Shah, and my husband, Dr. Atul Shah. It is documenting our 40 years of journey with the healing power of Indian flowers. So many of our patients got better when they took flower remedies, and we had to unlearn what we had learned earlier. And now new learning is happening every single day as our journey continues. And Flower Shakti is the film for the first time in the world on the topic of the flowers with the healing power, which is such a beautiful, gentle healers from nature that we describe. And we inspire the world to know that, look, nature's gifts are here for you to get healed, to live a better and a healthy life. So it's a must watch if you want to know about the world of flowers.